You're listening to the Public Health Entrepreneurs Podcast with your host, Dr. Charlotte Huntley. Greetings, everyone, and thank you for joining me on this episode. On this podcast, we discuss topics of interest for professionals who fall at the intersection of public health and entrepreneurship. My name is Dr. Charlotte Huntley, and I'm a public health entrepreneur with over 25 years of experience in both healthcare and in public health, and I've supported a lot of entrepreneurs along the way. On this particular episode, I'd like to discuss with you, or maybe we'll answer a question. What does it mean to set weekly intentions? I thought it would be important to explain this because I will refer to it quite often. I've done so on some of the episodes already, but in our mastermind group program, this is something that we're focusing on quite a bit as we move into the new year. We've just completed our strategic planning training, our workshop, where we took a deep dive into our businesses across reflecting and reviewing what's worked across this year and preparing for setting our goals for 2025 and then putting those strategies in place. Like, what are we going to need to do and focus on in order to accomplish that goal? So I recently had a series of episodes where I walked you through a framework that I coach from. So make sure that you refer back to those episodes as you work to set your goals for the new year. But what does it mean to set weekly intentions? So let's start by kind of explaining what intentions are. Setting weekly intentions is really about mindfully choosing the direction and focus for the week, which is a little different than the traditional goal setting in several ways. Now, I'm not knocking the goal setting. We need to have our goals for the week. But I think that when you think about setting an intention, and then a little later, I'm going to talk about maybe a way to combine the two, infuse the setting of the intention into your goal for the week, it can have a much more meaningful impact for you. So let's dive into that. So once again, they're different. Setting a weekly intention is a little different from traditional goal setting. And these are some of the ways that they're different. While goals tend to be specific and outcome focused, like close 5 sales, intentions are more of your approach or mindset, the way you show up each day. So they help shape your behavior and decision making throughout the week. Let me give you a couple of examples. Instead of finish the project, an intention might be, I will approach my week with curiosity and creativity. Rather than make 20 calls, you might set an intention to be fully present in each conversation that you have. One more example. Instead of work out 3 times, your intention could be, I will prioritize my well-being by listening to my body's needs. Don't misunderstand. I'm not saying we don't need the goals. I'm just suggesting that we bring intention, setting an intention. It can be a powerful approach adding to that goal that you have or that focus for the week. Intentions create a framework for how you want to experience your week rather than just what you want to accomplish. So they help you stay aligned with your values and maintain focus on what matters most, even when unexpected challenges arise. Think of intentions like setting your internal compass. They guide your choices and actions throughout the week, helping you stay true to what's most important rather than just checking off boxes of a to-do list. Although I love checking boxes off of a to-do list. Now, think about combining your intention with your goal to create a more meaningful approach to your goal and focus. All right, I'm going to share just a few examples. I will prioritize deep work by blocking out 2 uninterrupted hours each morning before checking email or taking meetings. During this time, I will focus on strategic planning and high impact tasks that move my business forward. That's actually something that I practice, but that is something that can help you accomplish your goal, and it sets the tone, the pace for what you're doing. It's combining your intention with the task related goal that you have. Here's another example. I will have meaningful conversations with 3 current customers to better understand their needs and pain points. I'll document key insights and use them to improve our product or service and identify new opportunities. I love that one. Here's one more. I will invest in my own learning and growth by spending 30 minutes each day studying successful business or successful businesses in my industry, reading relevant books, or taking online courses. I'll apply one new insight or strategy that I learned to my business by the end of the week. That's a little lengthy, but you get the gist, right? These intentions combine specific actions with clear outcomes while maintaining flexible, they're remaining flexible enough to adapt to any dynamic schedule, right? The key here is you've heard me talk about how mindset is a critical part. You've got these different parts of your framework that when you work on systems and productivity or marketing leads or offers and sales, all these things are part of you being able to accomplish your goal. So it's correlated. The better you are with your marketing leads, then leads will spill over into the offer and sales. And then, of course, you need the systems and productivity, how you do business, all that to work together. But I've talked about how mindset is huge. It kind of overlays in the background of all of those areas. And it's always something to be aware of, and how we think about our ability to do our business and how we approach our business. That's our mindset. So when you incorporate setting weekly intentions, you're kind of proactively setting the pace so that you can't prevent some of these mindset issues from coming up. Fear and all the things, they're going to happen, but you're proactively setting yourself to better be positioned to recognize it and to address it early on. So I encourage you to incorporate setting intentions along with whatever your goal is for the week as a practice. And I'll help you with that because we'll talk about it on this podcast quite a bit. My goal is to help you create the business and to grow the business that you really want to have that's going to serve you in the way that you desire. All right. I am grateful for the opportunity to share these challenges with you on this podcast. If you're enjoying this podcast, please share it with your network. Of course, you know a few people that would appreciate listening to this podcast. You can easily share directly from the app that you may be listening in right now. Happen to have my cell phone right here. Just go to the app that you're listening in, and there's a usually easy sharing buttons right there that you can share through a text or directly through social media, right? Straight to social media. If you're on our website, which is publichealthentrepreneurs.com, then you'll also find some sharing buttons there to make it really easy for you. Also, consider just sharing our website with a friend, publichealthentrepreneurs.com. All right, everyone. Until next time, have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you for listening. Visit publichealthentrepreneurs.com to learn more.